Hey everyone, today's hike is at Lake Katherine State Nature Preserve. The way this tractor is on the way into the park on the road, so you can't miss it. It's from the 1920s and it's built like a tank. You should check it out. Today's hike is on Salt Creek Trail. Oh, and by the way, on that tractor, I will have a small video available up on my channel soon. Just getting some close-ups of that. Only like a minute or two. So this part of the trail is where things start to get really interesting. First time you're here, if you go down this way, you think, it's nice enough through the woods. But then you find those rock outcroppings, and then you get some downhill action going here, overlooking the creek. It's absolutely beautiful. This was in mid-December when I took this video. Beautiful sunny day. This area here, you can walk along that ledge there, but it's a dead end. It ends right around that corner. And it's still pretty cool to get out there. Now this area is where things really start to kick into high gear on the scenery. Right around this corner, there's I call it the long wall. It's blackhand sandstone. And I kept this speed of the video at regular speed just to show you how long this wall is. Is really something to walk along. I really like the way they did the stairs and walkways here. When things are so beautiful, you have a tendency to ignore your footing. So having rails on the side of where you could fall over are a pretty nice addition. Also, these have metal screen mesh that is on the steps themselves, which helps keep you from slipping on the wet wood. And another continuation of the smooth cliffs, or rock wall, I guess, would be more appropriate. There's this neat little crevice opening in the rock wall here. Unfortunately, it doesn't go anywhere. But from the distance, it looks like you could get in there a ways. In reality, it's maybe 10 feet if you really didn't worry about getting stuck. This boardwalk that we're coming up on is recently rebuilt, so it is in very good condition. I think it was in the last half of this year, because I was down there earlier this year and it wasn't the new wood like it is now. I think they also raised it. And the old one at times was just barely above the water level that this marsh gets to at some points through the year. Usually in the spring it gets pretty high. There's some beautiful coloring on this wall here. And today we had the sun on it. When different times of year, it takes on a different hue. So you go there any time of year, any time of the day, it's going to be slightly different than the last time you saw it. And then not far down from that is this really beautiful hemlock grove. Today was especially beautiful with the sun shining through. So we're coming up on another rock feature. It's I'm calling it a overhang cave, and I have it marked as such on my GPS animation. And that rock hangs out far enough that you could take shelter if it were raining a little bit, if ever need be, plus the cave. I don't know that I've ever gone back there to see what it looks like. Again, another relatively new build on this bridge. It didn't show up too well in this video, but on the other side of this creek, same as creek as was down a little further, there's some really nice rock features. Got a lot of trees growing out, crevices and such. It's a nice place to take a little break, find a log that's down and sit there and listen to the sounds and just enjoy the scenery. Another thing I really like about this place is that there's a lot of color no matter what time of the year you're there. You got all these hemlocks throughout most of the park. A lot of places you got moss, ferns, lichen. It's just quite diverse. It's not your drab brown, typical Ohio scenery in the fall. There's definitely evidence of beavers in this area, as evidenced by some of the trees being gnawed on. Other than the trees, though, I've never seen any other evidence of beavers, but they must be around. This is part of the map that I designated the long uphill. And most part is just it's uphill almost the whole way back to the parking lot. It's not that difficult. It's not that steep, I should say. And they've got these little wood bridges, even for such small crevices or divots in the land. So it makes it much easier to traverse. I don't know that I've ever been down to this park and have run into more than 3 or 4 people on the trail, the total trails. And I'm just reviewing 2-mile portion of it on this video. I did not see one person on the trail, although there were probably 10 cars in the parking lot when I arrived. Many of them had left by the time I got back. And here you can see we're on our way up to the parking lot. This is a nice layout because you can park your car. You don't have to carry a lot of equipment with you, food, water. I always have at least a bottle of water and a granola bar just in case. But this is nice. You can have hot days. You can have a cooler in your car, refresh with a nice drink of some sort, non-alcoholic, of course. And then you head out this way to the next trail section, which will be reviewed in my next video. And this direction here has a waterfall, a lake, some more rock outcroppings that are absolutely beautiful. And as you can see, about 3.5 miles total for that section. So here's my GPS animation. Gives you some marking of where the features are that we passed, including the short trail, which I did not go on. As you can see, there's a lake there, and you can get permits to kayak or canoe on there. They only allow 6 per day, so you have to contact ODNR for that. And here's a map of all the trails. We only did the Salt Creek Trail, which was the SC. We did not do well, I did the short loop on here as well, so that added a little length. And it shows up on my GPS routing. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, like, and have a great day.